Hey YouTube, Hill Country Husker. Appreciate you guys checking out my videos. Thanks for all the subscribers to my channel. Appreciate all the comments. Keep them coming. Just want to say thanks for that. Big thing in the news we're hearing about coming up at the end of this week is sequestration. Sequester. Sequestration. What is it? I didn't really know. You keep hearing about it on the news about how we're looming on the deadline here, and they're going to be cutting federal jobs and military contractors and such. Just a bad deal. So, in order for me to better understand it, I went online to try and find some information on it. And I've been working on this for a couple of days just so I can better understand it. You know, even the word sequester, where did that come from? I mean, what does it mean? I mean, I think I'd heard on some lawyer show, court drama, where they'll sequester a jury. What I was able to find out what sequester really means, it is a legal term. That's where its origins are, and it's typically employed when there is a court battle going on, and say there is an item, a valuable item, or some property or something of value that's being argued over. What an agent of the court will do is they'll take that, whatever it is, and they'll lock it away or sequester it so that nothing can happen to it, to prevent it from being destroyed or disposed or abused until the court dispute is over. That's the original use of the term sequester. Here in recent years, actually I believe going back into the Reagan era, Congress and the politicians have employed the term as part of a physical policy procedure. And this, like I said, goes back to the Graham-Rudman-Hollins Deficit Reduction Act back in '85, I think it was, again during the Reagan era. As I understand, what it was designed to do was to make the lawmakers consciously look at the deficit and the budget that they had put into place, rather than just relying upon mathematical calculation for their one little parts that they're working on. They have to look at the whole picture. What this does is it will force them to do that. And I believe in principle, basically what it says, if you've got your budget resolution, and whatever the difference between that is and the appropriations that have been made, that's the volume. That's the dollar amount that is sequestered. And basically what it will do at the end of the fiscal period, I guess it is, if they haven't been able to abide by the budget, then they will sequester or withhold that money from the federal agencies. Now, in a perfect world, you would think that they would spread out whatever that amount is. Let's say it's $1 trillion, just throwing that out there. Say it's $1 trillion. Well, in a perfect world, you think that they would equally withhold from all the agencies that are involved. Well, no, they don't. What they do is some agencies are exempt. Most of these are typically your welfare programs, your social programs, Social Security, and some defense programs are also in there. But what that does, because those programs are exempt, okay, so they don't have any money withheld, they're not losing any jobs, they're not sequestered. The other agencies that are have to carry their load, okay? So it's kind of like they're doing all the work and having to spread the wealth. Does that sound familiar? Anyway, that's what's happened. And it's interesting to note here, actually the deadline for this was January 1st. and they kicked that can down the road to March 1st because they felt that with all the Bush era tax cuts and everything coming to an end, and then throw on top of that sequestration, that the economy couldn't handle it. So they decided, well, let's put this off until later, that being March 1st. You know, and unfortunately, it's not even enough money to make a difference. I think it's $1.2 trillion over a 10-year period that they're going to be cutting. Is that really going to have an effect? You know, I don't think so. They're going to need a whole lot more than that. You know, and more to the point, kind of getting back to the word sequester. Why not call it what it really is? I did find one instance, and I was really surprised. It was on a CNN report where they actually called this what it is. This is austerity. This is an austerity measure. I don't think that the politicians want to call it austerity because, you know, we've been hearing about austerity measures in Greece and in the European Union, and, you know, oy vey, we don't want to go there, so let's don't call it austerity. Let's make up a really cool word like sequestration. Yeah, that'll work. I'm not buying it. You know, it is what it is, and unfortunately, something has to happen because we cannot keep spending. We have a president that is spending like a drunken sailor. It's a fact. He's out now campaigning. God knows why. He's back on the road again campaigning, spending taxpayers. Sorry guys, don't know if my battery went dead or ran out of memory on my device or what, but cut me out, so I'm going to cut it off right here. You get my point. Sequestration is just another austerity measure. We need to get our spending in check. Need to bite the bullet, I guess, is really what it's down to. So anyway, that's what I found out when I looked up sequestration and what it means. So I have a better understanding of it, and just wanted to share my my comments on it and tell you guys what I found out. So just my thoughts. Hill Country Husker. Thanks.